Time to tag you. I'm going to tag you. Time to tag you. Time to tag you. Another episode of Tag Time. Hi viewers, time to tag you another episode of Tag Time. As usual, this time of the year, usually we bring our pageants who are participating in international Commonwealth UK Women Empowerment Pageant. I have the very dynamic person who organizes here, SP Wadiwala Sahab.
Thank you for calling
Along
us.
with him, I have Miss Rose. And along with her is sitting Mrs. Renuka. You are all welcome to my show at Tag Time.
Thank you for inviting us.
We will start from you. So this year, as we see that there are too many things happening, people are more and more aggressive towards doing different cultural activities along with the pageant activities. So what's your take on that?
Haleema ji, as you are aware, it's the summer of 2017. It's a very wonderful year which has been passing. All are busy with lots of activities and lots of cultural things are going on. Plus, our country is progressing day by day and we are happy for it.
When we talk about pageants, and especially international pageants, we talk about the motivation. So what's your motivation, Rose?
The motivation that I have to join this pageant is to be an example to other women, to empower them that how much we can be a role model towards everybody.
So Renuka, I will come to you now. What motivated you to participate in it and what your consideration was to join it?
I believe that as a woman, we work really hard when it comes to family, kids, friends, everybody. But sometimes, somewhere along, we ignore ourselves, you know. And I believe that age is just a number. We need to really take care of ourselves if we want to take care of our family. So I believe that if I'm here, I'm representing Canada, I want to tell all the women who are listening and watching this that believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, have confidence, and you can achieve anything in life.
So the pageants, basically the age criteria is from 16 years to 62. So this is a wonderful idea because I was saying that it's the concept which needs to be changed now, that youth, when you are very immature. So what's your take on that? How would you ladies comment on that?
For me, it's a really good opportunity for everybody, right? Because our society as of now, usually when they said women should be in a certain weight, certain image, but with this opportunity, it shows that anybody can be an example without having this stereotype media images that we see out there.
What's your take, Renuka?
I believe that when we were growing up, we only have platform for Miss, you know, for the youngster, for the teens. And as I got married, there were not any of these platforms where we can fulfill our desires, our dreams. And I'm very grateful and thankful that platforms like Commonwealth Pageant is a great way and opportunity for women who are married, who have a desire and they had dreams that they couldn't fulfill when they were young due to certain reasons, and now they are able to. I'm really grateful and thankful to the pageant.
I'll come to you because you are the person who's organizing all these things. What hit your mind? I mean, it's thinking positively towards futuristic thing that you are going beyond the ages and the concept you're changing. So what was your thought behind that?
Our thought as a jointly was that to allow all women from teen up to elite class. Elite are the grandmas, but we take them, we give them opportunity to enlighten the world, get enlightened themselves, and to show that a woman power is there in this world.
You're both activists and you're having professional life side by side. You're by profession nurse and you are
I work as a technical insight analyst in a corporate headquarters in Montreal.
So you are into the corporate world. So how much this contrast affect your life, or it does not?
For me, basically, it doesn't. You know, because as a nurse, I'm there to care for people, and with that, I can be like an example that a woman, a mother, and a a person that has the ability to empower women, that no matter what type of I'm trying to find a word that would fit it.
What type of situation
Yes.
and the time period they are living in.
That's right, that's right. So for me, there's not a lot of conflict that I see, or not a lot of contrary.
So what's your take?
I work full time. I'm a full time working woman, and I have two beautiful kids. My son is 16 and my daughter is 13, and I have a very loving and supporting husband. And I try to balance. I'm always there for my family and friends, but I believe that if I'm not taking care of my health and myself, then I won't be there for my family. So I have to make sure that I balance, I make time, whether I take 20 minutes out of my routine just to do meditation, or to go for a run, or to work out on a machine. I believe if I'm active when I work out, I'm very energetic, and that energy helps me to even do better, both at work and both with my family.
So, Rose, if you would be given a chance to empower women, what would you like to do? And what is your concept of women empowerment? How would you describe this?
As from the Philippines, we were told that we can only be a wife, and a wife stays at home, and that's the responsibility of a mother, a wife. And so for me, it is empowerment that I can go out there, to let people, to let women know that we have an opportunity. The same thing with her, that we can go out of our comfort zone. Like being a wife and a mother is the best job you can ever have, right? But this is not just a woman can have. You can.
It's
you
not
can
the
better
end of the
yourself.
world.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
you have so many capabilities.
Yes, that's right.
Which you can exercise if you go out, beside being just.
Exactly.
And you need little room. As a mother, I raised my kids, and I felt like when I was growing them, that I need myself some time where I can do what I feel like doing, because you're too tied up to do so many things so being a man and women empowerment, what's your take on that?
My take on is that I've always empowered women of all ages. I'm doing this empowerment event since last 10 years now. It's my 10th year, so it's my first decade anniversary, and I've been quite successful. And this is not my profession, it is just the passion to empower women. I'm basically a community and a political activist here in Canada.
My belief is this, that there is always a successful man behind a successful woman. As people say that there is always a successful woman behind a successful man. Because an unsuccessful man cannot handle successful women.
Yes.
So they are disastrous. So I see your journey, Renuka. Your journey is a lot of activities. You have gone through so much activism, as you were saying that you had been through a marathon. And how would you like to share with our viewers about that?
Definitely. I grew up back home and got married and moved to this wonderful land of Canada. And as I mentioned, I have two beautiful kids and a very supporting husband. And I believe he's one of the reasons that I have done couple of fashion shows for Shadi shows back in Montreal, and I also did a South Asian pageant last year where I was the first runner-up, and I also won the Bollywood Dance Diva Award, and it was all his motivation and encouragement. And I believe when you're in a platform like that, it just brings self-confidence and self-esteem. You just need to set a goal in your life, what you want to achieve. Set your goal, put your hard work and determination, and you can succeed anything in your life. And I know it gets very hectic when you have a family and you're working full time, you're running around with the sports and everything. But I believe that if I don't take care of myself, I would not be able to take care of anything. So I always try to make time for myself. And society has given us so much. And I try to give back as much as I could, maybe a little bit, but I try. And recently I have done a lot of volunteers work with Alzheimer Foundation, with Heart and Stroke Foundation. I went door to door raising money for Heart and Stroke Foundation for the last 2 years. and I have done walks for Alzheimer, and I recently done a 5K marathon to raise money, which was, it was 40-degree temperature at that day, and for me to achieve that at this age, it's really remarkable. And I did it so I want the other women to come out of their comfort zone and believe that they can do it. You just need to believe in yourself, put some hard work, and you can achieve that. I just want to tell them that once you get married, life does not stop. You can still live your dreams. You can still be a wonderful mother, a loving daughter-in-law. I have my in-laws back home as well. And it's all about balancing your life. It's all about what you want with your life. Do you want to just get up and go to work and come home? Or you want to get up, enjoy every moment, laugh, make others laugh, and come home energetic? And I just try
I think
to do
age is just by the number.
Age is a number.
Absolutely.
The mind, how you feel is within your mind and your feelings,
Absolutely.
which you develop with conditioning, with the time that you
Absolutely.
want to. And we get settled also after a while in our marital life, and then we have situations where we can exercise that.
Yes.
Rose, coming back to you, you were nurse, you were very active in your back home in Filipino, and you decided to be productive here
Yes.
also. So what things you see which your community is having difficulties, especially towards the empowerment of women, and how you think that can be betterified?
For me, I'm going to give you a little bit background of what I do in the Philippines. I grew up very poor. And as you know, I don't know if I am allowed to say the word that I came from. Usually there's a organization out there that sent money to the Philippines or any other country, and then donation and everything. And I'm one of those
Wow.
one of those
Recipients.
kids. Yes, right. So with that, I said to myself that my motto in life is always say that, you know, you were born poor, but it's your choice to die poor, right?
Oh, you said the same thing as Bill Clinton. I was reading the
Really?
cliches of Bill Clinton.
And you're
he
an
says
example.
it's not your choice to be born poor,
But you don't have to die poor.
But it's your fault if you. No, he said it's your fault that if you die poor.
Yes,
and I
that's
laughed
right.
and I said, how
Very
come
true.
this is
See,
sometimes
that's
you're. But you see, you have the perfect
Yes.
example to
Because
share.
the thing is, we've been given an opportunity to work, especially in Canada. And for me, I thank my husband for for bringing me up here and have the opportunity to study, to become a nurse. And now I am able and well capable of giving back to my community in the Philippines. So usually I go home. Fortunately, I can go home every year. So I go home every year, and when I go home, I usually have a little foundation on my own. And I help kids because I grew up without money, so I used to not have bags and shoes, so for me to get a pencil, like just one pencil, oh my goodness, I will be so happy because that would last me a year.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I mean? Like,
Incredible.
yeah. So for me, now that I am I'm capable of giving back. So what I do is I save my money and then I go and donate like backpacks with all the school supplies included. And it depends on my budget. Usually I pick grades because the school that we have there is from kindergarten to grade 6. So last year I've given to grade 1 students. There were like 32 of them. So they were so happy. And the rest was just like school supplies, just pencil, papers and everything. So, and then I have 1 day of feeding. So I gather all the family out there and I give them, I usually buy like 10 sacks of rice and
Wow.
then
You have a feast.
It's a very noble, and we are actually sharing a success story here.
Yes,
actually.
and that's for
Absolutely.
me. That's an example. Is that for me? If you are capable of doing that, like
You must do it.
yes, you must do it.
So let me add a few things here. On our international platforms, we have worked quite a bit, especially when I was doing United Nations. We used to go to the poor school children's. And in Jamaica, we have donated huge amounts, cash-wise. We used to carry all the stationery, the pencils, and money for the uniforms and for the food and for the breakfast. So the children can go well fed when they return home, because those children don't know will they be getting a dinner back home when they go. It's such a
Absolutely
sad
right.
part
But
of it.
you see, internationally, globally, we are so aware, but we are not aware that Canada itself, if you see in Ontario, we can see a lot of needy people around
Yes.
us.
Of course.
It's just the society that makes us so enlightened to share with the world, because we are the leading nation of the world. But we should, as you are doing, you learn from your home and you're practicing here and
That's right.
at your
The
back home
conditions
also.
are different
Because
in-
the roots where we belong to, we have some nostalgic feelings to
Yeah.
put towards that. So in the end, I would like all of you to give any messages you want to give to our viewers right now, one after another.
I
please.
would like to say we are thankful to Canada. We are celebrating our 150th year of Canada's birthday. We are proud to be Canadians, and we say work hard, sky is the limit.
Rose.
And for me, I thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And for women out there, as Renuka said, when you get married, it's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of a journey that you'll be able to take without any limitations. So just believe in yourself and be confident, and you will achieve what you're dreaming for.
Renuka.
I would like to first thank our director, Aspi.
Yes,
He's
for sure.
wonderful, humble, noble, and knowledgeable person. And I'm really, really grateful to Facebook that we got connected. And I'm looking forward for an awesome experience working with him and all the delegates in Commonwealth in London. And I would like to thank TAG TV. It's a great honor and opportunity that you invited us over here today. And to the viewers and all the women who are watching us, believe in yourself, be confident, set your goals, and put hard work. If you do that, trust my words, sky is the limit, and you can achieve anything in your life.
Thank you,
so
Tech
much.
TV, for having
you
us.
so much.
I am grateful
Thank you.
to our directors of Tech TV, Haleema Sadia and Tyra Slamgora,
Thank you.
for having us in the part 2 of our promotion. Earlier, we did part 1 with our 2 other delegates. And God willing, pray for us that we come with laurels for Canada.
All well wishes for you.
Thank
Of
you.
course, Canadians
Thank you.
love to see themselves at the top of any platform they are. Beauty and the concept of beauty. As we are going through the life, we see in 21st century, the concept has been changed. We are no more into the world where the looks matter. Now practically how there are so many further details, and the devil is in the details. So at any age, at any time, how you feel, how you interact, and how you give yourself to the people around you, that matters. How you think for yourself, that matters first. As an individual, we need to participate. There is no limit, there is no segregation for any individual. All individuals, I believe, have the same capability. It's just that how we learn and what our thought process makes the difference in life. We are not less than anybody. Women are everywhere, and they are the backbone of any economically growing country or a home or a society. With these words, thank you very much for watching my show.
#1 multicultural channel. This is TAG TV.